Okay, so this is assignment 2, and the first task is actually to look for 5 keywords. And since my business is about the company is about web development, I've used Moz Keyword Explorer to look for keywords, and I've typed mental health. I'm going to explain why. So here, what's it's populated for me? It's quite difficult with mental health because it's 61% difficulty, which means that the competitors is using it quite often. In regards to organic search, it's kind of on the edge, which means like people actually like do it. You don't like it's not paid ad, it's done like in a normal in between inverted commas way and priority. So and then you have like some key suggestion. It's mostly long tail keyword from what you can see. Mental health services, mental health awareness, mental health issues. You can see more suggestion. I've opened a tab here. Illness, but I'm going to stick with illness, awareness, issues, and services because I want to offer a service. At first, I looked actually for personal development because it's about personal development, but in terms of organic and priority, it's not that much. So, and people nowadays, from what I see, they don't really relate to personal development. It's even though the services that the company offers deals with stress and issues and how to deal with that. But since I want to have more notoriety and drive more traffic, rather looks for keywords that mostly relate to that, and people mostly relate to mental health illness rather than personal development. And the key suggestion that we got is books, goal plans, and templates, which is not really what we offer. Plans maybe, but not really books. So sticking with mental illness awareness, what was it again? Services. And the second question was identify at least four SEO issues and explain why they may impact the search of SERP. So SERP is a search engine result page, which is when you land on a search engine such as Google or Bing. Where do you rank? Is it on the first page, on the second page, the third page? If ever you're on the first page, is it the one link, the third link, the fourth, the fifth? Sorry. And the issues that I might run into are duplicates because, as you see, it's a lot of mental health. So and if ever when you do the indexing and the crawling, it might be an issue for that because yeah, it's repetitive and it's seen as bad practice, as a black hat. So duplicate, if it's slow, if the website is slow and not mobile friendly, this can be an issue as well. Most people are on their mobile now, and because of that, it can I can run also into a bad user experience. And there's a word for that, I forgot. Oh my god. Engagement and bounce back. So bad user experience means that they're not going to stay on the website very long, maybe 30 seconds, and then go back. But if you have a bad user experience, and if there are broken links as well. And another difficulty could be if it's old and it's not updated. So all content, and if it lacks diversity, if it's just like plain words and the fonts are not readable, and if there's no maybe like it's not fun, like no pictures, no image, no videos. So just to summarize it: duplicate, slow, not mobile friendly, broken links, user experience, and if it's old and it's not being updated, not actualized. Sorry. And okay, the third one: provide 4 actionable and detailed steps to potentially improve the SERP ranking. Create blogs. Okay, so I have on page and off page. So for on page, I'll go with the content. So it needs to be quality content. So if you can actually put it into place. So let's say for the company that I have, I would like to have like maybe per week, like content that has depth that people can actually use. It can be a mixture of pictures and videos. Some people are more visual, some people are more like into reading and things that are actionable. So deep content and freshness, so which is updated maybe once per week. We can go with blog posts as well. This is not really my cup of tea, but this is what works. So certainly can do articles for that. And but this comes into off page because I can link that blog post to other websites as well, but this comes into off page. And choose correct keywords as well. For me, for what we could have seen, it's just one. It's not just one keyword. It's long tail keywords, and we can put region as well. But since it's going to be online, it might be like Canada-wise kind of thing. But yeah, for now, I would stick just for now. I would stick to long tail keywords and not add the region because yes, it's specific for users, but because it's not well known, I can't just stick it to Barry. I need maybe like Canada and maybe some. I know lots of people with pandemic are dealing with mental issues. They can actually relate to that. But if I include Barry, for example, in my keyword, it might restrict the user searching it and stuff like that. And the second one would be architecture. So if it's mobile, as I was saying earlier, if it's mobile friendly, index, so when the spiders crawl through it. If it's SSL secure, which means HTTPS, because if it's not, sometimes Google and the engine might like pop it as a site which is not a good one, which is kind of sketchy. So these are the actionable things that I can do to potentially increase my rank onto the SERP. I mentioned experience as well, because why user experience is important, because everything is not just about keywords, and the more people click on the link, the more people look for my website, they visit my website, because there's the search history of the user that counts as well. And yeah, it can help to rank it higher. In regards to on page as well, we have the content in as well in HTML, so the title. And when I talk about title, it's not the one which is in the H1, it's actually the title tag which is on the tab. So that's the one that you have, that you can see in the little tabs, like this one, Georgian. And the meta tags that can actually describe, because there are things that are hidden that the user doesn't see, but the engine would see it, and it can actually pop that up for people who are looking for it. And everything, oh yeah, very, very important, I was going to forget that, is schema. And schema can actually help your user know what's the content about. So you have schema for everything. It's basically like it's like a menu. So you have a menu, and no, yeah, it's kind of like it's like a buffet. So the buffet is like Google, and then the schema is like different cuisines. So it can tell you have Chinese, you have Italian. So it's like that. So you can have a schema for restaurants. You can have a schema for hackathon. You can have a schema for public speaking, for example. And this can help as well into the ranking. And for off page, that can help, and this is not in my control, it's mainly on the user. It's the link and the share. So this is the link and the share is organic, even though you can pop that with ads, which is paid media. But if it's organic and it is shared links, likes on social media, if as I was mentioning earlier about people, my website being linked to other people's blog posts, this can help as well, because links help to see that your site is valid and it's popular. That can also add to the ranking. So this is like the links is trust, the links is backlinks, and then you have the user. But the user. So when I say the user, I mean like their search history, as I mentioned before, the country they are, the region they are. So for example, and I might be wrong here, I might really be wrong, but let's say for example in countries which are like in the Eastern society where they don't know what mental health is, that we can do something about it because some are oppressed, or there are little girls who are like accepting the dominant society. Sometimes they don't know that you can actually look for it, or they don't have access to that kind of tools. So if you depending on the region, it might the link of the website can be um, oh my god, can be found a little bit lower and can be ranked a little bit lower than higher. So yeah, so this is actually what it's about. Imagine you're preparing for a client in a corporate profession. Oh my god, my tone is not professional at all. But I hope it's not too messy and you can actually understand step by step where I'm coming from, where I was looking for my source, like the website and the tool, and the different issues that I run into, like the duplicate, how slow it was in the user experience. And in regards to actionable, to 4 actionable steps that I can use, I make reference to on and off page. So, well, this is my assignment too, and have a nice day. Bye. I